I'm happy to say that the engagement between the government side and the opposition side was very useful and very fruitful. Both sides are working towards the solution of the issues which now confront us. And I think we had a very positive approach. As you know, there are four processes taking place. One is the importance of the National Assembly. Second is the judicial process. Third is the executive process. And fourth is GCOM. The engagement this morning focused largely on the role of GCOM because it is only GCOM, an independent agency, which could determine when elections will be held. The president or the executive or any other body cannot intervene, cannot intrude, cannot interfere with the work of GCOM. So we have to allow GCOM to do its work. In that regard, the leader of the opposition was insistent that a date be set. And he is, in all fairness, prepared to vary the date based on a vote by the National Assembly. I, on the 25th of February, wrote the chairman of GCOM indicating that I am prepared to enter consultations with him to ensure that credible elections are held in as short a time as possible. And I would like to meet him again. In fact, I'd like to meet the entire commission to determine what their needs are in terms of time and money. So the door is open. The leader of the opposition has agreed to meet again. The people of Guyana could be assured that we are working to ensure that elections are held, credible elections are held in as short a time as possible. There's no crisis. There are issues which have to be resolved, and most of those issues will depend on what I hear from GCOM when I consult them. And I'll ask the Minister of State to speak about those consultations.
Yes, sir. On your letter, the President's letter to the Chairman of Elections Commission on the 25th of February, the very last paragraph of that letter indicated that the President would meet with GCOM on consultations with respect to their readiness for the conduct of elections, more importantly, the financial resources that are required and the timeline that is required. GCOM, our understanding from the whips that met with GCOM is that they have a timeline when things are to be done, and it is that timeline that we have to address their own readiness for foreign elections. The President has instructed that that GCOM be advised about an early meeting. I will follow that up today to determine when best, but it's going to have to be done within the next 3 to 4 days so that we can get from GCOM their readiness for the delivery of credible elections. I think this is important that the President spoke about. It is about delivering credible elections and not just any elections that will end up creating more confusion than they solve problems.
Let me make one thing clear. GCOM is an autonomous, GCOM is an independent agency, and there is no part of the Constitution which gives the President or the executive in general authority to interfere, intervene, or intrude in the work of the Election Commission. So this is a very respectful engagement, and as the Minister of State has pointed out, we will arrange this as quickly as possible so the Guyanese people could be satisfied that we are moving towards elections. Of course, based on what will take place in the courts in the National Assembly, we are moving towards elections, but GCOM is in charge of the elections, not the executive. I cannot decide when elections will be held. GCOM has to advise.